Hello, devils and demon slayers. My name is TV Skyn, and welcome back, possibly for the final time, to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. The game really had us going there in the last episode, giving us full, like, epilogue cutscene vibes with, like, the sort of silent character acting of characters just sort of going, things are saved, we've rescued the world, blah, blah. Turns out, no, not so much. Girahim's, the villain who we hadn't defeated yet, was still there and is still intent on destroying the world for some reason. Can't figure why. Now, what I don't fully understand is, like, why don't I just, like, we have, like, the golden infinite power of the gods just hovering out here, right? Right? Like, or did we just spend it all on, like, the one wish? And now it's gone? Okay, well, I mean, I guess we did kill Demise off, kind of, but now I have to go back to the past and do it again, I guess? Alright, well, things just have to be difficult, don't they?
Link, it's Girahim. He appeared out of thin air and got the drop on me. Don't worry about me. You must chase after him. He ran through the great doors at the front of the temple. You may yet catch him before it's too late. Hurry!
See, but technically, shouldn't there be, like, a Zelda still here? Huh. The metaphysics of this are gonna get weird. But I guess we get a look at what the world looked like in the past. Oh, the same.
Hear me, my hordes! The spell is nearly complete. The Demon King returns. Until then, you will keep that whelp from interfering with my ritual! I don't care if the whole lot of you get lodged on the end of his blade. You will buy me the time I need. Do not fear him. Fear my wrath if you fail me!
Okay, so... Well, okay. I guess I don't really have to bother with them? Because, like... Okay. Maybe I do have to bother enough that I don't do that to myself. Okay. Oh, no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. I'd really rather you didn't. No, 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 no. Oh my god, okay. Well, okay. I mean, that kind of worked for me. But that doesn't. Did I just shoot his arrow? Okay, they're not, like... Still, want to get rid of them, though, because... Yeah, arrows. There really do be a bunch of them, though. Okay, I get it. What? Oh my god, okay. Where did he go? Dude with the horn? There he is. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's just no end to them. They just respawn. Okay, skeleton boys. Yeah. Let's just farm some hearts for a second here. Ah, good grief. Yada yada da zay.
You're far too quick, boy. I realize a simple child like you knows nothing of magic, but spells like this take time and a steady hand. Can't you wait quietly like a good boy, hmm? You petulant brat. You pushed me too far. I've waited my whole existence for this. This is my moment. You know what? Fine. If you're so intent on hurrying to your grave, I'll be happy to show you the way. This time, there will be no heroic escape. I was a fool to toy with you and let you walk away with your life before, but I won't make that mistake again. That I promise! If only I'd put you in your place from the very beginning. Show a human a little mercy, and next thing you know, he thinks himself your equal. Given my station, I had to maintain some semblance of dignity, so I let you run with your life. Twice, even. Such a guilty pleasure. But instead of scurrying away like any creature with a basic instinct to survive, you just kept coming back. Again, and again, and again. Let him here, boy. Make a fool of me for the last time. You stand before a demon. Or should I say, a weapon without mercy. For you, boy, I have prepared a most appropriate and humiliating death. I even have a pet name for it. I call it the Endless Plunge. First, I will take my time bludgeoning you, and when I grow bored of it, I will drive you to the edge and deliver a last strike to send you falling to your doom. I'll delight in casting your body into this pit and snuffing out the flame of your life. Your broken body will serve as fine sustenance for the Demon King.
I guess that's the concept of the battle? So he's just gonna punch... Okay. So like that? A weapon, huh? Okay, so... Okay, so he counters... So he definitely counters stabs. No matter what. So you have to actually swing from a direction. Fair enough. Huh, 3 times the charm. Okay, so... No more fancy swordplay here, just... Oh, hey. Okay, that moves slow.
You wretched rat!
Oh, he's like me playing Dark Souls. Okay, I think I see it. Yeah, yeah. So you have to break his sword. He fixes it rather ostentatiously every time. Okay, so that's just troublesome. There we go.
This is preposterous. Driven to my knees, I simple child of man. Laughable! No matter how many times we clash, I can't prevail. You think I can't defeat you? You think I can't win? Boy, what are you? But never mind that. Victory is still mine to savor. While we fought, the ritual I started continued. At last it's complete. The Demon King shall devour the soul of the goddess and resurrect in his full glory.
You again, really? It's a bit of a bother I don't have Bruce with me this time.
Don't you see? It's all over. You and your kind have lost. This world and everything in it now belongs to darkness. They belong to my master.
Oh, there's a classic Demon King. Oh, hello. More than classic, I see.
Welcome back to us, Master.
But yeah, he's evil Fi, is basically what's going on there.
Hey, a reverse Triforce on it, too.
So, you are the chosen knight of the goddess. Intriguing. The goddess lowered herself to a mortal existence to keep me imprisoned. How pathetic. This bag of flesh pales in comparison to the magnificence of her previous form.
Don't worry, Link. Groose has got this. Link, I caught her. She's okay.
So you and that other human would stand before obliteration to aid the goddess, would you? How curious. The humans I've known are weak things. Hardly more than insects, shivering under rocks, ready to flee at a mere glimpse of me. When last I walked this world, they did little more than scream and cling to their goddess, mewling and praying, counting on her to protect them. How amusing to think those cowards begot someone like you. You grow more fascinating by the second, human. I never imagined I'd meet one of your kind who wished to stand against me in battle. Very well then. I shall prepare a place for us where we will not be bothered by distractions. You still have the courage to face me. Seek me there.
Link, it's all on you. Oh, and listen up. Granny had some info for you. The old girl says it'll take time for that grease wad to absorb Zelda's soul completely. If you can take him down before her souls get all sucked up into that thing, you might still have a chance. I know you can do it. So, yeah, you gotta do this. You're all Zelda's got. You gotta make this happen.
If you fear for your life, do not follow me. You can spend what little time your world has left cowering and crying, as befits your kind. But if you truly desire to raise your blade against the world I will build, come for me. I've waited eons to return. I can spare a few more moments to let you decide. It's up to you now, Link.
Right, so this is the game giving you like a last chance to finish side quests, I guess. And technically, there is that poor demon back in Skyloft who needs gratitude crystals, which I'm sorry to say, he's not gonna get them. He's not gonna get them, I'm afraid. Get some hearts. I think there's a chair in here, right? I feel like that's something I should probably go into with full health.
Master Link, I have important information for you. Once you enter this portal, my analysis indicates a 0% chance you will be able to return unless you are able to vanquish your foe. Are you ready to proceed?
Yeah.
Understood, Master Link. Know that even in the place that lies beyond this portal, I will be with you. And, Master, good luck.
Oh, this is a surprisingly nice place for a fight.
Ah, so you've decided to meet your end in battle after all. It pleases me greatly to see such misplaced valor, human. Take a moment to appreciate your surroundings, for where we stand shall serve as your tomb for eternity. The hate for the gods that has boiled in my veins. You will taste all of it in the bite of my blade. The only question left is how long you will manage to remain standing before I take your life. Try to keep it interesting for me, would you? And when you do fail, know that your world and everything in it is mine to dominate, mine to subjugate, mine to rule. When I finish with you, you can take solace in knowing your friends and kin will soon follow, as I wipe all who would oppose me from the face of this world. It won't be long now. At last, the almighty power I've sought for millennia. I will take the Triforce for my own. And the world shall be under my foot for eternity!
Hello. So, sword fights? Okay, right. So he does 1 health per hit. Right. And you only get so many before. And 2 hits. Okay. Damn it. Thought I could sneak in an extra there.
Ugh. Yeah.
Phase 2. Okay. Right. So. Oh, sword beams. Okay. Or not sword beams every time. Fair enough. So then what are we doing? What's the... Because I imagine if I hit him with my sword, he'll just... it's not good. My shield is kind of a big part of my battle strategy here. Yeah. Yeah, that's not ideal. I only had the one shield. Come on, sword beam. Do something I can hit back at you. Yeah, not really sure how to dodge that. Like this, I guess? And then I can't attack him at all because... Yeah, no, Okay. So what am I... Can't I hit them back at him? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Skyward strikes. Not quite yet, huh? Did I just need to be faster? Was that it? Yeah. Okay. Of course it's the Skyward Strike. Of course that was going to be important, you dumbass. No. I have... This time I know what to do at least, which is good. I was sort of stuck in Ocarina of Time mode there for a second because I thought, oh, I need to hit the sword beam back at him. That's how you do it. So I was so stuck on that that I never considered, like, hey, hang on. And that's on me, actually, because the scene is actually doing a fantastic job of storytelling here. Like, it's doing a fantastic job of telling you exactly what you need to do because what's being set up here thematically. Why is my shield still gone? Oh my god. Oh, that's some bullshit. Now I have to go back to Skyloft. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. There's a bird statue down here. Let's save. Yeah, I'm ready. Again. Even more ready this time. I am ready times 2. Yeah, no melodrama from you this time, big boy. Just come at me. Huh. No Skyward, no Skyward Strike by default here. Interesting. Damn it. Yeah. It's kind of random when he decides to counter. Yeah, like there, for example. Sometimes you can get like 5 hits in before he even seems to care to... Okay, that's phase 1. Now we know what to do. Ah, right. Okay. So. Yeah, drink it, Link. Thank you. Okay, this is kind of troublesome. Ah! No, come on! Link, when I say jump, you jump, you little sh... Ah, backflips, yeah. Okay, so getting the buff stuns you for like a hot second so that he has time to...
Extraordinary. You stand as a paragon of your kind, human. You fight like no man or demon I have ever known. Though this is not the end. My hate never perishes. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. I will rise again. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time.
Well, at least until Breath of the Wild.
I have confirmed the eradication of the Demon King. His residual consciousness has been absorbed into the Master Sword and is now sealed away. You've done well, Link. Link. Thank you. I think it's over. Finally. It's all over.
Nice going, you two. You guys were totally amazing in this little adventure I like to call The Legend of Groose.
That's a little joke.
Joke or not, your contributions to our efforts were heroic. You have my thanks.
Well, you know, just glad I could make myself useful. I'm happy things turned out okay. Hey, so things look pretty soon up here. What do you say, guys? Ready to head back to our own time? Granny was real worried about you two. We don't want to keep the old girl in suspense too long.
Hylia, Your Grace. Or perhaps you prefer Zelda. It pleases me to know you are safe. Master, I must speak with you. Master Link, you have successfully protected the goddess, reborn and defeated Demise, fulfilling your role as the hero of legend. My purpose here is complete. Therefore, I ask you to dissolve our arrangement as master and servant. Drive the sword into the pedestal before you, and I will return to the sword to enter a sleep without end. Master, you have achieved the purpose you were chosen to fulfill. Please set the sword in the pedestal and bring the goddess's mission to an end. Now, Master, it is time to conclude our necessary companionship. Link. Link, hear me. My purpose was to obey the command of the goddess and lead you, the chosen hero of this land, on your quest. When I first awoke and began this task, I perceived it as merely serving my function as a servant to her grace. However, I have come to consider the information corresponding to our time together among the most precious data I have on record. I do not have the capability to fully understand the human spirit, Link. But now, at the end of my journey with you, as I prepare to sleep within the Master Sword forever, I experience a feeling I am unable to identify. I lack sufficient data to be sure of my conclusion, but I believe this feeling correlates closest to what your people call happiness. Our partnership is at an end, and even as we speak, I feel my consciousness fading away. Before I enter the sleep that calls me to the sword, I wish to relay to you words that I recorded many times over the course of our journey. Many have said them to you thus far, but I now wish to say them for myself. Thank you, Master Link. May we meet again in another life.
Over and over and over. Don't you worry about that one, Fi.
What? Impa, why? Come with us! Zelda, your grace, you possess the memories of the goddess. You must understand why that is not possible. I am a being of this age. My place is here. I know that, but... You must return to your own time. I will take care of the gate once you've passed through. I can't do that. You and I have been through so much together. I don't want to leave you alone. Please, Impa, come back with us. Zelda, at the command of the goddess, I passed through the gate of time. I did so to protect you and aid the fight to prevent the world's destruction.
So thematically, what's being set up here is that Impa is kind of to Zelda
As Fi was to Link. Like, just as the Master Sword is Link's implement, like his tool, his constant companion, so is Impa the constant companion of Zelda across every timeline. Well, I think there's a few games where Impa doesn't appear. Not 100% sure, but she is, you know, the recurring character.
The last remnants of Demise are decaying slowly within the sword. Someone must stay behind to watch over this blade. His spirit must not reawaken. He must never be allowed to threaten the world again. This is the nature of the task given to my tribe. As a member of the Sheikah, the goddess's chosen guardians, I gladly welcome this duty. Zelda, I shall watch over the Triforce. Its power is too great to leave in the grasp of man. Dependence on its might is an invitation to disaster. When it has served its purpose, it must be secreted away to lie dormant once again. The knowledge of its existence hidden from mortals' history. These are the words that the goddess spoke to me long ago. I remember them well. As do you, I'm sure. Do not despair, Zelda. You and I will surely meet again someday.
The other thing, of course, is that Groose, Zelda, and Link, 3 pieces, Triforce, each of them. Yeah, there she is. Hi, Impa. They also form that triumvirate that forms the basis of Zelda mythology, which I think is that is a very old lady. See? I told you we'd meet again.
Impa, thank you. Thank you for everything.
That one was a little cruel, Jesus. But the point of the 3 of them being that Ganon, Demise, Ganondorf, he's not the 3rd part of the Triforce. Like, that was sort of the way that it used to be coded, was that Ganon represented power, Zelda was wisdom, Link was courage. But Groose is sort of there to give lie to that, I think. That's a pretty good way to start a history. That's a pretty good way to start it. Like, genuine, like for all of my complaints, and my god, have I had many complaints about the gameplay, about the hand-holding, about the like, almost obsessive inability to trust the player with anything. This is this is probably one of the best stories that a Zelda game has ever had. Certainly one of the most characterful. Because, like, certainly in, oh, hello. Oh, this is This is when Zelda falls to the ground. We get to see her part of the story. With Impa. Oh no! Oh, oh, are they gonna drive the nail of that emotional damage in even deeper? Okay. Oh. Hell, alright. But in terms of narrative, like, this is the most that Zelda has gotten to be a character. Like, until Breath of the Wild, which again, like, continues that part of the development of the character, because Zelda, until then, like, even in games like, honestly, even in Wind Waker, honestly, like, the moment she became Zelda, like, as Tetra, she had plenty of personality, right? And she was a character, but the moment she had to be Zelda, like, her story sort of, like, she's completely subsumed instantly by the role of being Zelda, being the damsel in distress, right? In this game, like, and it's still, oh my god, they really do want to drive the nail of that suffering home, don't they? Even in this game, like, we still don't get to fully sort of experience Zelda having agency over the story, because she's doing the like, sort of mythical damsel in distress stuff. I see the temple has now returned to the sky somehow, which, you know, that's baked into the structure of the story, unfortunately. But is this the most that she's gotten to be a character? Like, someone who seems to have opinions on what's going on and seems to be affected by it, outside of merely by the mechanics of the plot, but, like, has a actual real emotional depth to how she feels about the world and what her role is in it. Which is, like, when you think about Ocarina of Time Zelda, when you think about Twilight Princess Zelda, like, they just, and like, Link to the Past, like, any of like, the previous Zeldas, they didn't really have that, like, in terms of, like, there was never any sense of them having any kind of conflict with the role that they were playing, right? Because, like, they're all, oh yes, I'm the mystical maiden whom's to do the magic stuff. And, like, I have my mythical role to play in the thing I did, like, being the embodiments of wisdom and all of that. This Zelda has doubts. Like, this Zelda has fears and anxieties, and actually kind of isn't super jazzed about playing the role that she's playing, and in fact, kind of, like, from her human perspective, she clearly expresses that she thinks that what the goddess Hylia did was kind of shitty. Because it was. And that's, like, the most we've seen Zelda be a character in the franchise up until this point. And then we get Breath of the Wild, where she finally gets to be an actual, like, fully a character from start to finish. Like, still a damsel in distress for the vast majority of the game, but she gets to have, like, an actual depth of personality. She gets to have an arc. She gets to have a conflict. Like, she gets to actually sort of be a. She is essentially, like, the thing that kind of bothers me about Breath of the Wild story, and always has, is that Zelda is really the main character of that story. Like, Link isn't so much. It's Zelda. It's Zelda's story. It's about her, ultimately, which comes down in part to the fact that Link is a silent protagonist. He can't say anything. He can't have any opinions. He's meant to be a blank player avatar for you to project yourself onto. And that's sort of all you get from Link ever. And so Zelda sort of carries the part of that story which is about being a person going through an arc. Which leads us on to the best Zelda story ever told. Like, the absolute best one. Not the best Zelda game. That's still probably Breath of the Wild, but the best story ever told about Zelda herself is the Breath of the Wild spin-off Musou game, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Like, because that game, that one, like, yeah, it's sort of, it pretends that Link is the protagonist of that story. He's not. Like, not even a little bit is Link the protagonist of that story. That is 100% Zelda's story. It's about her. She gets to have agency. She's playable. It is fully about her coming into her own, like her saving the world. Her
taking on Ganon and actually preventing the resurrection of Ganon and preventing the Age of Calamity from coming to pass. And it happens, like, because of her agency, because of who she is, because of what she does. Like, that was the game when we finally got Zelda as the actual playable protagonist of a Legend of Zelda game, which I'm very pleased by. Like, that's still one of my favorite Zelda stories I've ever experienced. And now I dread Breath of the Wild 2. I dread having to see her be fridged at the start of the story, and whoopsie-doopsie, she's just a damsel in distress that you have to rescue. Like, I dread that Nintendo are just gonna jump, like, ass backwards straight into that immediately. As I fear they will.
Look around us. As a child, I always dreamed of a world below. I wanted to see the surface with my own eyes and feel the land's warm breeze on my skin. I think I want to live here. I always want to feel solid ground beneath my feet, see the clouds above my head, and watch over the Triforce. What about you, Link? What will you do now?
Kiss the girl, you idiot himbo. I mean, that's very much the implication of the two birds flying off together into a endless open sky, right? But kiss the girl, you idiot himbo. But yeah, I dread Breath of the Wild 2. I dread seeing Zelda once again reduced to a completely passive object to be rescued by Link. Like, just please, for the love of God, Eiji Aonuma, please have taken the feedback on board. Like, at long last. I don't want to play again in hero mode, no, but I will save the data. Please have taken the feedback on board. Please, like there was so much of a clamoring. Like, when they showed the trailers for the first Breath of the Wild, and everyone's thought, hey, Link looks, like, especially femme in this one. Like, is this playable Zelda? And a lot of people got excited for it. Nintendo have recognized that they saw all of that feedback and were like, wait, what, really?
People want to play as girls? We do not understand this.
Like very much having that attitude of, like, seeming very surprised by the fact that people might want to play as the title character of the franchise. But I'm just begging Eiji Aonuma and Miyamoto and the rest of them, just please take the feedback on board. She doesn't have to be, like, the main character. It would be nice if she was, but she doesn't have to be the main character, the playable character, the hero, whatever. Still let us play as Link, that's fine. Just give her, like, just make her playable for parts of it. Like, make, like, all I want, the thing I want so much, is a Legend of Zelda game where, on the one hand, you're playing as Link, and you're playing a traditional Zelda game, like dungeons, swordplay, finding special items, sort of flaring around. And then the other hand, you're playing as Zelda, where you're doing, I don't know, wisdom shit, investigation. Like, she's going around investigating stuff, finding knowledge, like, she's learning the information that Link needs to complete the dungeons, and she's telling it to him so that, like, so that you have back and forth gameplay where they support each other, and both of them together have to work with one another in order to overcome Ganon's plan. Like, something, just anything other than disempowered Zelda sleeping in a crystal again. Because, like, seeing the beginning of Zelda as a real character here, and again, more than in Wind Waker, where Tetra was a real character, but Zelda, the moment she was turned into Zelda, not so much. I can't go back. I cannot go back to passive damsel in distress Zelda. I don't want it anymore. I've had enough. It's been 30 years. I've had enough of it. You're good. You can try something new now, Nintendo. Anyway, this was a really good game. I actually got kind of emotionally touched there at the end by Impa and Zelda. Like, again, that was the thing about Zelda, is like, yeah, she's the goddess and she's the mystical maiden of whatever, but she's also like, no, actually, I will violate the rules of time and space to get my friend out of here so that she can come with me and we can be together, instead of her having to stay back there for thousands of years watching over a sword, just, like, waiting for me to come around again. Like Zelda has some objections to destiny for once, you know? I like that. Also, by the way, any of you looking at that Zelda Impa relationship and headcanoning that as sapphic, you are valid. You are absolutely, like, if it wasn't for this overwhelming sense I got at the start of the game that she was desperate for like a kiss from Link, and maybe some hand holding if she was feeling particularly lewd, I would be all in on that. But, like, I do get the sense that Zelda was very much in the market for a soft himbo boyfriend. So, you know, I mean, she could do both. Polyamory is an option. What was I saying? Yes, right. Good game. Good version of a Zelda story. Like, that's, I despair a little bit that this game got trapped on the Wii and got trapped in the mode of game design that it did, because, like, at least let me choose hero mode from the start or something, just because of, like, the hand-holding was so frustrating. It really was. It was genuinely just very frustrating to deal with, because I was never allowed to feel smart. Like, it let me feel stupid plenty of times, but it never really let me feel smart. Which, like, that's kind of part of the fun of exploring, of, like, doing a dungeon, though. Solving puzzles is, like, realizing the solution and going, like, oh my god, I never got that here, because, yeah, half the time the game just tells me the solution, and those few times when it doesn't tell me the solution, it's not really that I need to figure something out so much as, like, there's a thing in the room I haven't seen yet, and the moment I see it, I know exactly what to do. Where, like, I like having to figure things out a little bit. But yeah, this is the general game thing, and this was really good. This was really good. I liked that a lot. I don't think I'll replay it anytime soon, but I might watch the cutscenes back. So yeah, that was The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. And if you've enjoyed hanging out in that world with me, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. They'll let you know when, well, not more episodes of this, because this is over, but it'll let you know when something else is coming out on the channel. It could be a Zelda game, could be any number of things, so many games. Mass Effect 3, we need to play that at some point. But yeah, that's, you can do that if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you want to help me pay the editor, Anna, who's made this series just infinitely better than it otherwise would be, like that intro sequence, that's all them, then you can become a member of the channel, and that'll also give you early access to new episodes of things before they are released to the general public. Again, no more new episodes of this, but other stuff, you can have that.
if you want. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. You can use any of those if you want to, but if you don't want to or you can't, you don't have to. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for following me through the entirety of this Zelda game. This is like one of the few that I'd never really played that much before. And, yeah. Wear a mask, wash your hands, still. Like, try and keep other people safe from this goddamn thing. Take your vaccines. We'll need more. Boy, howdy will we need more. And try to act with solidarity towards those who are worse off than yourself.